morning, beautiful people. I hope you are having an amazing Thursday because today's show is going to be one to remember. We have someone who creates some sweet treats as well as a bartender who creates some funky cocktails. But without further ado, let's take a stop at the news desk for this morning's headlines so we can get into all that good stuff.
Good morning. Calls for a sex offenders registry have been renewed following the charging of a police officer with the rape of a minor. Human rights advocate Felicia Dujon, who agrees on the need for a sex offenders registry, believes that such an initiative should form part of a broader plan to tackle sex crimes on the island.
In many cases, we're seeing that there are claims that sexual violence towards children can be a mental disorder. It could be a social disorder of those individuals. So we have to, as I said before, to ensure that once those persons have been approached and the law has done what they ought to do, that those individuals get the kinds of help that is required. So various countries have various methods to help those perpetrators to reduce their urges to enact certain actions on children and minors and perhaps other types of victims within the society.
She says for many Caribbean countries, creating a sex offenders register or any policy to tackle the issue is a complicated one and one that even presents reluctance by many. Only Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Belize and most recently Antigua and Barbuda have sex offenders registries or laws in some form or the other. A fiancé of Police Constable 277 Emile Danny Kodra, who passed away on Tuesday, says they were planning to get married early next year. She's also expecting their first baby.
If he go to the bathroom to bathe, I would ask him to look for a movie. So by the time he finished in the bathroom, I already get the movies. And I might tell him, I don't get no movie yet. Pick a movie yourself, because I don't really know. And he would tell me, but just choose anything. And he would accept it and we both would watch it, No matter how he was, but he was always good to me. No matter whatever he would say to me, he was always there for me, no matter what. But the only problem that I had with him was his drinking. That was the only thing about him. But when he don't drink, he's a very nice person, very good person.
Kodra was pronounced dead by a medical doctor on Tuesday after he was taken to hospital. Amidst a rise in robberies and other violent crime, the Ministry of Equity, in collaboration with the Community Policing Branch of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force on Tuesday, held a community relations meeting for residents and business owners of Grosley. This comes as the RSLPF steps up efforts to collaborate with the nation's citizens in addressing the growing crime problem.
We also heard from Inspector Chico and Sergeant Zachary Hippolyte, from the Community Relations Branch. Again, they shared with us some very useful tips on how we can protect ourselves, our businesses, even as we out on the streets, things that we should be looking out for to become more aware of our situation and then our environment. And those basic things that we can do in terms of looking out for unusual faces and those things in our vicinity. We also heard from Corporal Paul from the Criminal Investigations Department of the Grosley and Rodney Bay Police Station. And he did a wonderful job in terms of, again, sharing some tips with us and making us aware of how we can assist the police in carrying out their duties as they do the investigation, some of the things that we should be looking out for. So as they speak, they would get that type of information that would enable them to identify the perpetrators and to carry out a quick investigation.
Similar engagements are planned for other communities around the island in the coming weeks. Support has been pouring in the form of cash and kind to the administration of the Dame Paulette Louisie Primary School after Sunday's downpour inflicted heavy damage on the school property.
We did the classrooms first. Students are the most important. So we now have a team of workers from various places. Even the hotels have sent people to help us, and we're trying to clean up the storerooms, the office area, the sick bays. All the beds have gone. The staff room and these areas we are now doing. Our grounds have not been touched. The grounds will be the last thing. I mean, we have a lot of debris from wherever that we cannot lift. So there will be a team from the Ministry of Education that will be doing the cleanup of the exterior of the school compound.
The principal is hopeful that more flood mitigation measures can be put in place to prevent a repetition or reoccurrence. Those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thanks, News Team, and you stay right where you are because we'll be right back. Thanks for sticking around, guys. If you love cheesecake and you love the accessibility of Push Pop, you will love C-Pop. Now, I met up with Natisha Savory, who told us more about her brand. So let's check her out. Good morning, beautiful people. I am joined here with Natisha Savory, who is the CEO at C-Pops. And as you can see, I have brought her to the lovely Island Mix. Now, Natisha, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
I am perfectly fine. In this beautiful weather, how can I be not, right? So, I want to know, what exactly is a C-Pop?
Okay, so a C-Pop is a non-baked cheesecake push pop in a push pop container, basically. You don't need a fork, you don't need a spoon, you just push it up and eat it.
Oh, so it's like a grab-and-go snack. Okay, that's perfect. So tell the people a little bit more about how you started and why you started C-Pops.
I started C-Pops last year, May. Cheesecake is something that is not new to me. I've been making it for a very long time. And the idea of the container, a friend and I saw it. We looked into it and I decided to order it and just put the cheesecake in it.
Well, I mean, we have been saying for a while now, take the chances and see the ideas and the little niches and the little nooks and crannies you can fit yourself into in this economy. Now, tell us a little bit more about the flavors you offer, because I saw that there is some interesting flavors going on.
So we have 4 different flavors. Cherry, cinnamon, cookies and cream, and coffee. So normally every year around Christmas time we release a new flavor. So this year our new flavor would be rum and raisin. Yeah.
So guys, I know a lot of you like rum and raisin ice cream, so I'm sure a lot of people will be coming after that flavor. Speaking of coming after that flavor, what is your best seller at the moment?
At the moment my best seller is cookies and cream and cherry.
Okay, so these are things you can barely keep on the market. You have to keep up with the crowd. Love that. So, is there any more coming out? Is always sticking just to the cheesecake pop?
For now we're sticking with the cheesecake.
I love the way you took the name and you took cheesecake and push pop and created C-Pops. When you first started C-Pops, was there anything that was particularly difficult about it?
Yes, getting containers in time for my customers. Normally China takes a while, so yeah, the shipment is normally delayed or something.
So before you started, did you do like a trial run, or you just said, you know what, I know this is going to sell, so let me just get on it?
I did a trial. I started at work. I sold it for my coworkers only, and then gradually everybody outside got to know about it and started placing orders. So.
Do you do what you did before, like when you started serving your coworkers, or is C-Pops now your full-time job?
I still do what I do, and I have C-Pops.
Okay, well, you see, you can have the best of both worlds when you know how to manage your time and energy, and I really appreciate that. So, what besides those challenges of the containers, was there anything else that might have been a little bit difficult, where it means marketing, contacting people, or anything like that?
Honestly speaking, getting my customers and marketing has not been a challenge. It has not been. Everything has been going smoothly so far.
Well, I mean, when your product speaks so highly of itself, you don't have much talking to do.
That's right.
Now, I think everybody wants to know, is this a one-woman show, or is there other people working behind the scenes?
So behind this wonderful product, it is a mommy and daughter duo. So my mom and I, we run this business together. I can't do it alone since I have a 9-to-5 job. So with the help of my mom, if it wasn't for her, we will not be so far because I'm so busy. So
So whenever you
the two
can't,
of
mommy
us.
takes it on
Right.
and she helps you.
Always does. She always does.
Okay, that is so perfect. Now I think everybody is dying to know where they can get some C-Pops.
My pleasure. So C-Pops is available at international supermarkets. It's between Access and Triple N in
Okay.
Castries. Shoppers Paradise, which is also in Castries at the Aquarius Crossing. And now we're available at Glass Supermarket. Yes.
So guys, she's branching out, she's in multiple places, so you cannot say you couldn't get your hands on a C-Pop because they ensure that they are always in stock. Although it seems that it's very challenging seeing out how amazing your product is and how many people want to get their hands on that. So is there anything else you would like to tell the people?
Eventually we will be coming to the South very soon for my South cheesecake lovers. We will be coming to you shortly.
Heard that here first, folks. We know that a lot of you people in the South love your cheesecake just as much as the people in the North. Keep your eyes wide open because she'll be coming to the South. For the people out there who are the massive cheesecake lovers, do you do bulk orders or deliveries?
I do. I actually do. So I take orders, custom made cheesecakes. So if you would like a whole cheesecake, I make them as well. If you would like them for a party, a wedding, any occasion, I make them as well. And we're working on custom labels. So if you're at a party, if you're having a party and you would like your name on the label, we can do it for you as well.
Okay, wow. Okay, so there's a lot of things brewing in that kitchen, I see. So when it comes to the cheesecake itself, do you do additional flavors or is it the same for?
Yes, we do. So if you would like half of 2 different flavors, I can do it as well. If you would like 4 different flavors in your whole cheesecake, I do it as well.
Okay, so you have a lot of things doing and not just those C-Pops. So I know where I'm getting my cheesecake for Christmas.
Yes.
Now, guys, I think you are ready to know how you can contact her.
Our business WhatsApp number is 716-4104, 716-4104. Our Instagram is C_pops_cakes. Our Facebook is C_pops_cakes.
All right, you heard it here, folks. You have all the information. You have nothing more to be wondering about. You know what the choice is. It's so obvious right now because Christmas is just around the corner. So, get your orders in before she becomes unavailable, and you wouldn't like that, right? Good morning, beautiful people. I am down here at Island Mix, more specifically the restaurant Caribbean Blend and Bar, because Ed has a lot of amazing concoctions mixing up in his kitchen. But before we get into all that good stuff, we have Loida who has some amazing news for you guys. So tell the people a little bit more about this amazing news.
Hi, Alison. All right, it's to announce our changes in terms of hours and so on. From the time the bar has opened, we were operating Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays, down season and that sort of thing. So as we go into busy period and a lot of the tourists are coming in, locals are getting out a lot more. It's coming down to the celebration time of the year. We've adjusted our hours for those things. So now the bar is going to be open every day except Thursday and Sundays. But the good thing is we're going on till 10. The kitchen is also going to operate until 9 p.m. all of those days, but it's more time and more days to come and enjoy cocktails done by Mr. Dynamic, of course. His awesomeness, he's really creative. Come out and check out what he can mix for you.
Exactly, guys. So now that you have heard that good news, let's go down to Ed and see what he's making us today. Okay, Ed, so what are you making for us today?
All right, so this drink is inspired by our recent bad weather and our flooding and stuff. So the name of this drink is called St. Lucian Tropics.
Okay.
It's made of our local taro. For those of you who don't know, it's Dashin. It's a Dashin vodka. So we have 1.5 ounces of taro. And then we have 1 ounce 5-finger gin. So this is the base of our cocktail. 5-finger gin and dashing vodka. So yes. So half of a fresh lime. We're going to put this aside because we're going to be using it later on. And then 1 ounce of sugar syrup, which is made out of local cane. We're going to get a few basilic at the bottom of our glass. Like I said, all local. Brush over the rice. Our cocktail goes in. And to tie all this together, a few dashes of Angostura bitters. Now for our garnish, we're going to have our, I like to call it a lime boat. And basil, just to get the aroma out. And to add a few local spice to our cocktail, we're going to add a cinnamon stick. That's it. And there you have it. Tropical cocktail.
Okay, that looks amazing. Now, could you tell us why exactly you named it that?
Okay, so recently we had some bad weather that none of us was expecting, which came from nowhere. Where I live, I was at home and the weather was fine. But then when I watched up on my status, all I saw in the north was just fallen trees, rain, and murky waters. So that's why I got the inspiration for this drink. And thinking about it, now that we have good weather, we might as well just add an umbrella today. So there you have it, Tropical St. Lucia.
Alright, I think your name goes perfectly with this drink and I cannot wait to try it. So guys, without further ado, let's okay. Alright, I love this. Seeing that you did describe it as the weekend, it is such a good turn on the weekend. Even though that was bad, this is good. So thank you again, and I'm sure everybody is very excited for the next cocktail. So guys, stay tuned to Delia's this morning so you don't miss a beat. Good morning, beautiful people. My name is Asma Nurse, and welcome to another episode of Ali's Corner, coming to you from my backyard. Yes, folks, I said it, my backyard, meaning you can do art any and everywhere. So if you see any dogs, my apologies. We're going to get right into this art because it's very quick and easy, and you only need 3 things: paint, a straw, and a piece of paper. You can use a canvas, Instead, if you want to place it on your wall or do anything more formal with it. So we're gonna go right into it. You will lay a piece of paper or your canvas flat on the table. You will choose your colors of paint. I'm going with purple, yellow, and red. And your straw. So what you're gonna do is going to take your paint and you're gonna drop it onto your paper a little bit in a nice little puddle, and you'll pile on your colors one after the other, making a sort of bullseye effect, if you will. So you'll do it as many places as you want, or you can start off small and work your way up to more. So first I'm gonna start with my purple. Just like that. A little red. Perfect. And lastly, some yellow. Perfect. So once you're done with that, you're gonna take your straw and blow. Yes, you heard me right, blow. And you can do it in whatever direction you want, and it'll push the paint and create a very beautiful abstract design. Just like that. So I created more of a flower shape and a flower design. It creates this vein-like, flame-like patterns, and I believe it's very beautiful. It's one of my favorite techniques, actually. So you can go around your paper and do it as much times as you want, or as little time as you want. And once the paint is dry, if you would like to, you could add some extra details using a pen or marker just to give the piece a little bit more life. I'm going to continue, so you should too. Keep in mind, you can switch up the colors, change out the order, so you can see different designs and see how you like it. Alright guys, this is my final project, and yes, it's very busy. You can do yours however you like, as little or as much as you wanted. I wanted to ensure that you got the technique down, and I hope you had a very fun time crafting. Now guys, art does not only have to be about being beautiful, because not everything has to be beautiful. You can use art as a way to bring out your feelings, put it on paper. Express yourself freely. Art is about expression, so use it as that forum and express yourself. You don't have to make sure it's pretty. You don't have to be perfect. Do it the way you want to do it. Now, if you want to send me your art piece so I can take a look at it, because I love to see when you guys send me your artwork, you can do so by sending it to 723-3333. And guys, I'll see you next week on Ali's Corner. Bye. All right, guys, that's the end of our show. But before you leave, I have one last thing to say. Now, as you could see, both persons were very innovative with what they did. So, guys, go out and be amazing, and I'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early. Bye.